The day everything was absolutely terrible. Mr. Whiskers stared in utter horror at his food bowl. It was only filled to 90% capacity. Clearly, this was the end of the world. He let out a prolonged meow that echoed through the entire house, causing his human Sarah to come running from the shower, dripping wet and wrapped in a towel. "What's wrong? Are you hurt?" Sarah frantically asked. Mr. Whiskers responded by flopping onto his side, paw draped across his forehead like a Victorian lady about to faint. He gazed forlornly at the partially empty bowl, then back at Sarah, as if to say, "How could you let this happen to me?" Rolling her eyes, Sarah topped off his bowl. But the drama was far from over. As she turned to leave, Mr. Whiskers discovered that his favorite sunbeam had moved 2 feet to the left. This catastrophe required immediate attention. He paced in circles, tail puffed to twice its normal size, before letting out a series of staccato meows that sounded suspiciously like Morse code for SOS. Later that afternoon, the neighbor's cat dared to walk past their window. Mr. Whiskers pressed himself against the glass, eyes wide as saucers, emitting a sound that was half growl, half operatic aria. His tail thrashed back and forth as if he were directing a particularly intense symphony of outrage. The final straw came at bedtime when Sarah moved his favorite toy mouse half an inch to vacuum. Mr. Whiskers responded by sprawling spread-eagled in the hallway, belly up, as if he'd been mortally wounded by this betrayal. His plaintive sighs could be heard throughout the house until Sarah finally relented and moved the mouse back to its exact original position. As she got into bed that night, Sarah heard one last dramatic meow from the living room. "Good night, you furry little drama queen," she called out fondly. Mr. Whiskers settled into his bed, already planning tomorrow's performance. After all, someone had to keep things exciting around here.